Day 69 of semen retention. I'm back here to report how I'm feeling. SR continues to surprise me. Just when I sort of thought that it was my new baseline and that I had gotten used to the benefits, I had a little bit of a run-in at the start of this year where I lost my largest streak, and so I'm back on the horse. I am back to a 69-day streak, and just like to report on it. First thing I'm noticing is just the vividity of life. There's so much beauty in being able to be incarnated here on this earth, and to then respect the energy that I'm given, to cultivate it, to use it instead of wasting it, instead of disrespecting it. To be free from this lustful perspective of just feeling this energy within yourself and then wanting to just get rid of it, and to instead actually and to instead actually hold on to it, to build it. You're immensely rewarded for this. It's almost like something divine sort of acknowledges that you are respecting your energy and then decides to turn on a bunch of switches within your experience of reality. It just makes it so much better. Everything seems to have this level of clickiness to it, this level of magnetism. Almost like how things just slot into place perfectly, conversationally, how you feel mentally, how you carry yourself. It feels far more correct. Everything feels correct. And so that's the first thing I noticed as I approached a 30, 40, 50 day streak again. I started feeling like myself again. Like I had returned to that energy that I had gotten used to. And there's just a general pleasurableness to existing. I can nearly describe it as a marijuana high. Except that doesn't do it justice, because that comes with this lethargy and this heavy-headedness that this does not have. This has a lightness to it. Almost like caffeine, but there's no shakiness. There's just a constant background hum of energy. And I do also just feel so drawn to nature. This streak has gifted me with a sort of intuition that I've followed, and I just find myself wandering through nature, exploring, soaking in what's around me. And I believe that as you begin to possess a higher charge, you begin to repel negative experiences and you begin to attract more positive ones. And obviously one of the most positive experiences you can do is get out into nature and experience the high vibrational state of all of these organic beings around us, protecting you from, the chaotic, EMF polluted modern life. You can just feel the difference, just in the air, just in the groundedness you feel. And it's no surprise that I see most SR channels filming videos in nature, getting out, going on walks, soaking in the sun. It's because you just tap into an intuition that tells you what you're supposed to be drawn to. It becomes automatic. You don't even have to think about it. And I don't know why you would want to live without this. This connectedness to the world around you, the gratitude you're able to feel when you can actually appreciate things, when your dopamine is not so fried that you are stimulated by nothing except intense, over-the-top stimuli. The idea that I've been able to do this practice, that I'm lucky enough to have been born a man who can retain, who has reached the realizations that I have reached by this age and is able to actually put them into practice. I just feel so grateful for it. It's insanely overpowered, and just that doesn't even do it justice. It's such a beautiful experience of life. Instead of feeling like you're caged into your own mind against your desires, doing things you don't want to do, to have been able to realize the value of your energy, it makes the decision so obvious that retention's the choice, that even whilst actively having sex and being tempted, the decision is still extremely obvious that retention is going to give you a far higher quality experience of life. You're just going to experience and feel and your life is just going to be better. It's so hard to put into words unless you've experienced it. And I find myself recommending SR to people that I grow closer to, because it nearly feels like a disservice to them to not tell them about it. It's like, imagine I sort of knew that you had a superpower that you didn't know about, and then I just don't tell you about it. That feels like it's like I don't care about you or something. So of course, those around me that I care about, I sort of end up telling them. That's sort of what I want this channel to be as well. It's a little bit of a documentation of how I feel doing this practice and the realizations that I have. How did I go from just someone who doesn't care about the sexual energy, like it meant nothing to me. That word meant nothing to me. The idea of retention didn't exist. I was just sort of under the impression that, as a man, you have the ability to ejaculate. That's fun, or that's that. You can do it whenever you want. Maybe don't do it too much. I didn't realize that there would be this prestige system, is what it feels like. Like you're in Call of Duty, and like by leveling yourself up in this skill specifically, let alone every other skill there is in this world, but in this skill specifically, leveling yourself up comes with the best experience of life you can possibly have. This is the key to that. This is the key to self-mastery, and I don't claim to have reached that already, but to the point that I have gotten to, I can see very clearly why this practice is associated with the spiritual masters and just the most successful people. It's because it's overpowered. It's so high vibrational. I've been lucky enough to convince those around me as well to begin this journey with me, and we have a level of support for one another. It's become normal to share our pitfalls and our experience with it, and I hope that I can perhaps have that effect on my audience, to encourage people to join this practice as a skeptic, or as someone who maybe doesn't see fully why they should, to see why they should go beyond 30 days, to see why, even if they're married, why they still should. It's because you can. You have that gift. Why would you waste it? Why would you just ignore the fact that you can do this? It feels disrespectful to yourself. It feels like continuing to feed yourself garbage food when you know that there are options out there that will provide you with longevity, that will allow you to live longer and live a better life at that. It's the same thing with retention. I walk around and I just see people, and I just know that they don't retain. It's so obvious. You can feel it emanating off of people. I can't believe that the entire narrative spun around retention and that you need to ejaculate 21 times a month. This is what's taught to the young people in our society. You're taught to abuse yourself instead of protect and respect yourself. And so I feel like it's a duty that if you find out about retention, to actually practice it. So that's my 69-day update. I'm going to continue to share how I'm feeling and what I'm thinking. I hope you enjoyed. I'll talk to you later.